Hello, my name is Erica Shea, and you are tuned into Slay, where each week you and I turn our attention inward and reflect on ideas intended to help move you into a state of inspiration and empower you to take decisive, proactive action toward achieving your goals and reaching your highest potential. Today, we are exploring the transformative practice of connecting with our higher selves and tapping into our inner guidance. If you are someone who yearns for a deeper sense of purpose, fulfillment, and inner knowing, and you're ready to break free from self doubt and the need for external validation, this episode is for you. Let's get into it. Have you ever felt a calling towards a higher expression of yourself, a version that feels more expansive and aligned with the true essence of your being? Or maybe you've sensed that there's a deeper purpose that's within you that is just waiting to be unlocked. If the answer is yes, you are not alone. These experiences are often connected to something greater within us, specifically our higher self, a metaphysical aspect of our consciousness that extends beyond our individual identity and personality. Imagine having access to a wellspring of wisdom, a broader perspective, and a connection to universal intelligence. That is the power of the higher self. It holds a profound understanding of who we are at our core, our sources of joy and fulfillment, and our true capabilities. When we intentionally align with this powerful force, something magical happens. We unlock our intuition, establishing a direct line of communication between our conscious mind and this deeper aspect of our being. We gain clarity about our life's purpose, discovering this profound sense of meaning and direction, almost as if we have a trusty compass within us that's always pointing us in the right direction. We develop a heightened sense of discernment, becoming more attuned to the subtle whispers of our inner voice, learning to decipher the hunches and gut feelings that we get, learning the difference between fear based thoughts and the gentle nudges from our intuition. With this heightened intuition, we begin to make decisions that surpass ordinary logic and reasoning, moving through life with a sense of flow and alignment, navigating challenges with grace and ease, making choices that are in perfect alignment with our authentic selves. We start to effortlessly attract opportunities, relationships, and experiences that are in harmony with our highest good. We no longer feel the need to force or control outcomes because we've cultivated trust that our higher self is guiding us towards what is truly meant for us, leading us towards a life that is not just authentic, but really fulfilling. And in time, we tap into this incredible sense of inner peace and contentment. We tap into our true power and potential. We shed limiting beliefs and self doubt, embracing our authentic selves with confidence and self assurance, all of which fosters a greater sense of empowerment, ultimately allowing us to not only overcome challenges, but really pursue our dreams fearlessly and with confidence. It helps us cultivate healthier and more fulfilling relationships. We begin to attract and connect with individuals who resonate with who we are at our core, fostering deeper connections and mutual growth. I can think of no other habit, behavior, relationship, experience, possession, or anything at all that enhances and enriches our lives in all of these meaningful and remarkable ways. They are gifts that are ours for the taking, all potential that exists within us that are available to us in our actual literal possession. We simply just have to become self aware. Self awareness is the foundation upon which we build this deep and meaningful relationship with our higher self and gain access to these gifts. But it's not just about having insight into our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. We have to use the insight from our self awareness skillfully to recognize patterns, beliefs, and limitations that may be blocking our connection, not just to our growth, but to our higher self. It is through this deliberately heightened sense of self awareness that we can begin to unravel the layers of conditioning and societal expectations, which eventually allows our true essence to shine through. And guess what? If you've listened to any other episode in this show and taken the time to apply the strategy in your life, you've already begun laying the foundation for this relationship, moving yourself closer in alignment with your higher self, strengthening your connection, increasing your intuitive guidance, ultimately enabling you to step into your highest potential. Things like mindfulness, cultivating present moment to moment awareness, observing our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment enhances our awareness, making us more attuned to the workings of our mind and the messages from our higher self. Body awareness exercises and practices like meditation and breath work, they all help us quiet the noise of the external world and tune into the wisdom of our bodies, creating space for our higher self to be heard. Journaling, where through the act of writing, we can explore our thoughts, feelings, and experiences, gaining deeper insights into ourselves. Key. It is a technique and habit that sets the tone for what I consider to be the most transformative practice and most essential to our growth and development. And that's the practice of self reflection. You see, setting aside dedicated time for self reflection, we not only create an opportunity to explore our thoughts, actions, and choices, but an opportunity to uncover limiting beliefs, fears, and self sabotaging patterns that may be hindering our growth and hindering our connection with our higher self. The two go hand in hand, they are interconnected. It helps us to identify areas of growth and transformation, guiding us towards the necessary steps to align with our authentic selves. And as we engage in self reflection, we begin to recognize that presence of our higher self, that presence that's within us, this higher vision of ourselves that is helping us to evolve. We gain clarity on the values, passions, and purpose that resonate deeply with our most authentic selves. And through this process, we develop this profound understanding of who we truly are, what we're capable of, just paving the way for a more meaningful and purposeful life. So, how can we sharpen the powerful tool of self reflection to more effectively nurture this connection with our higher self? If I had to make one recommendation for this specific practice, it would be to hone in on your beliefs. Our beliefs act as filters through which we perceive ourselves and the world around us, shaping our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Paying special mind to identify and challenge limiting beliefs is a crucial step in accessing the power of our higher self. They are often deeply ingrained, which, when left unchecked, can create barriers that prevent us from fully embracing our true potential. Holding on to them can cause us to doubt our abilities, question our worthiness, and just fear failure. In short, creating a sense of limitation, restricting our ability to tap into the expansive wisdom and guidance of our higher self. They can keep us stuck in patterns of self sabotage, preventing us from stepping into our true power and living a life aligned with our authentic selves. We have discussed ways to uncover and overcome these beliefs in greater depth in other episodes. So we won't go into detail in this one, but I will go ahead and highlight 5 strategies that can support you in establishing a connection with your highest self, since I'm bringing it up and encouraging it. Grab a pen and paper if you want to take notes. Number 1, practice self inquiry. Notice any recurring patterns or negative narratives that may be holding you back. Ask yourself, where does this belief originate from? Number 2, challenge the validity of these beliefs and consider alternative perspectives. Number 3, write down and adopt some affirmations or positive statements that counteract the limiting beliefs that you identify, and repeat them regularly to reprogram your subconscious mind and reinforce new empowering narratives. Number four, visualization. Use visualization techniques to imagine yourself free from the constraints of your previous limiting beliefs. Number five, take inspired action. Challenge your limiting beliefs by taking small steps outside of your comfort zone. Each time we prove to ourselves that we are capable of more than we believed, we weaken the grip of limiting beliefs and we open ourselves up to the power of our higher self. For years, I held on to the belief that I wasn't good enough to support and guide others on their transformative paths. It was a conditioned belief that was ingrained in me by societal norms that prioritize degrees and certifications. Through self reflection, I learned to question the validity of this belief. I had to sit there and just consider all the people who had been in my life who, were in esteemed positions, maybe teachers or mentors, and what exactly made them qualified. Did I always get value or wisdom from these individuals? Sometimes, sometimes not. I considered alternative means of qualification, like extraordinary life experience. I was able to begin rationalizing and seeing that what qualifies someone takes many forms and that my unique perspective and experiences were still valid and valuable. I started challenging myself to share my insights and unique perspective, even if it felt uncomfortable at first. And as I took action, my confidence grew and I began to tap into this powerful ability to inspire change or growth in others just by helping them stretch their thinking. By identifying and challenging my limiting belief, I opened myself up to the guidance and wisdom of my higher self. I discovered that my support and guidance was not limited to a piece of paper just for my own personal growth and gain. And it became a powerful tool for self expression and fulfillment of this deep burning desire that I held within, a desire that I now see as a calling from my higher self, a route that she chose to take in order to help me tap into my potential. Since my intuition at that time, my direct line of communication with her wasn't accessible. It was restricted by the limiting beliefs that I had to dismantle. The shift in perspective allowed me to recognize the interconnectedness between my newfound self expression, personal growth, and the intuitive guidance that was flowing from deep within. You see, intuition, as we discussed earlier, is that really profound inner knowing that stems from our higher selves. It is the subtle voice within us that speaks with clarity and truth, guiding us towards our highest good. And when we connect with our intuition, we tap into its wellspring of knowledge that goes beyond logic and reasoning, accessing insights, solutions, and guidance that may not be readily apparent in our conscious mind. And when we cultivate a strong relationship with our intuition, we simultaneously strengthen our connection with the higher self, allowing its wisdom to flow effortlessly into our lives. It is cyclical and it's the heart of today's message. The relationship with ourselves is the most important relationship we will ever nurture in our lives. It lays the foundation for all other relationships and aspects of our lives. But more specifically, it's the relationship with our higher self that is most crucial. The desires of our heart, our manifestations, purpose, everything depends on the quality of this relationship and our ability to access the higher level of wisdom and guidance that she has to offer us. When we can strengthen our intuition, we strengthen this connection. So, what are some things that we can do to cultivate and strengthen our intuition? Exactly what you would do when you're focused on just cultivating self awareness. So, practices like meditation, creating a calm and receptive state of mind. This allows us to better hear and trust the guidance that arises from our higher self, trusting in our gut feelings, paying attention to our gut feelings and instincts. These are intuitive nudges that often come as subtle feelings or a sense of knowing. Practice trusting and following these feelings, even if they don't align with logical reasoning. Over time, as you validate the accuracy of your intuition, it will become easier to trust and rely on it. Journaling helps to strengthen the connection between your conscious mind and your intuition, allowing for a deeper understanding and integration of its guidance. Write down your intuitive insights and experiences, reflect on them, and see if you notice any patterns or recurring themes. Stay mindful, okay? By being fully present, we become more attuned to these subtle signals and messages from our intuition. Cultivate present moment awareness in your daily life. Practice mindful listening and observation, allowing your intuition to guide your actions and decisions. Again, self awareness is the foundation to your connection. It is the key to your intuition. You've got to start there. The more you develop your awareness, the more you develop your intuition. The more you develop your intuition, the more you enhance your self awareness. Again, it is cyclical, but how do you know it's serving you? I say all these things, but how will you know that you're tapped in? As you begin following your intuitive hits and reflecting, you'll notice that your choices and actions are moving in alignment with your most authentic desires, values, and passions, leading to more desirable outcomes, in turn, leading to a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. You'll notice that you're not just people pleasing or seeking external validation. You're seeking internal validation and moving towards what enhances your life and what nourishes your soul. You'll notice synchronicities and meaningful coincidences, which again are signs from the universe that we are on the right path, which can really help reinforce your connection with your higher self. You'll notice that you're connecting more deeply with the people that you do choose to engage with. You will feel a sense of congruence, balance, harmony, and peace. I don't know which word resonates most with you, but all of those do all the things for me. And that's what you will feel. And all you have to do is take the time to intentionally nurture the relationship. And you do that through cultivating your intuition. This episode is a framework to get you started. As with any practices, challenges and resistance will probably arise. So know that it is natural to experience doubt and skepticism when connecting with our higher self. We may question the validity of our intuition or the existence of a higher wisdom guiding us. Recognize that doubt is a normal part of the process and remind yourself of any experiences and synchronicities that have affirmed your connection with your higher self. Establishing a connection with the higher self often requires stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing change. Fear of the unknown or fear of leaving familiar patterns and beliefs can create resistance. Remember that growth and transformation often occur outside of our comfort zones. So trust that your higher self will guide you towards what is best for your soul's evolution. All right. The ego, with its attachment to control and familiarity, may resist the process of aligning with the higher self. The ego may fear losing its sense of identity or power. Recognize that the ego's resistance is a natural defense mechanism and gently remind yourself that aligning with the higher self brings greater fulfillment and authenticity. Stay committed to your relationship with the higher self by embracing self compassion. Okay, be kind and patient with yourself as you navigate the challenges, understanding that setbacks and resistance, they're just part of the journey. Treat yourself with love and forgiveness, allowing space for growth and learning. Surround yourself with individuals who can provide encouragement and guidance. Sharing your experiences and challenges with others who understand the process can be really, really helpful. Regularly reflect on your progress and the benefits that you've experienced from aligning with your higher self. Celebrate your successes and acknowledge the positive changes that have occurred in your life. This reflection can help you stay motivated and committed to the process. Embrace mindfulness to become aware of any resistance or challenges that arise. All right, observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment. By bringing conscious awareness to these patterns, you can choose to respond in alignment with your higher self rather than reacting from a place of resistance or familiarity. Continuously reaffirm your intention to deepen your relationship with your higher self. Write down your intentions and revisit them regularly. This clarity of purpose will help you stay focused and committed even when faced with obstacles. All right. Throughout history, there have been countless individuals who have harnessed the power of their higher self to overcome challenges and really create extraordinary change. Mahatma Gandhi, he is the ultimate example of someone who aligned with their higher self. Despite facing immense challenges and opposition, he remained committed to his principles of truth, nonviolence, and justice. By tapping into his higher self, he was able to inspire millions and bring about just significant social and political change, leading India to independence through nonviolent resistance. Oprah Winfrey is another inspiring example. She is someone who endured a difficult childhood and numerous obstacles, but overcame, becoming one of the most influential personalities in the world. She has often spoken about the importance of aligning with her higher self and following her intuition, and the effects of this choice have been demonstrated in her success. Stories like these are powerful. They remind us that our relationship with our higher self can lead to remarkable personal growth and the ability to make a positive impact on the world and help us recenter when we lose alignment or fall from best self center. The higher self isn't a scientific fact or something that can be proven or measured, but I think stories like those serve as a testament to the transformative power of the relationship, of the power that lies within each of us when we tap into the higher wisdom of our higher self and we choose to deliberately align with her. It is my sincere hope that by addressing common challenges, strategies to overcome obstacles, and these inspiring examples, you feel empowered to embark on the journey yourself and navigate it with greater clarity, resilience, and commitment. Begin harnessing the power of your higher self in your own life. Focus on enhancing your self awareness to not only establish the connection, but to cultivate your intuition and unlock your potential. Remember, self reflection is key. Trust in the wisdom and guidance of your higher self. Follow your intuitive hits and nudges and see if it doesn't lead you towards a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Just see. If you enjoyed this episode and know someone who could benefit from today's message or any of the content we discuss, be sure to share it with them. As always, I thank you for tuning in. Until next time, continue to show up for yourself in a major